everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. We have an update in regards to Ironmouse and her recent situation when it came to her Cry For Me, where Spotify removed Cry For Me, which you can see here. You cannot play it. Even me as a free person, like not even being logged in, I would usually be able to play it with commercials in some way. Like they usually have a commercial break, maybe like a 2-3 minute commercial beforehand, and then you could listen to the song, that type of thing. I can't even do that. And in Ironmouse's discography, nothing. It's not there. What is there, and this is the update that I want to show you guys, is this one. I was shaking a song. I am not going to play it because this song, from what I understand, is a song that does make Ironmouse say certain slurs. I think she makes him say the N-word specifically. This was flagged and removed and then put up again. And now, after it's been put up again, it was added to her discography. It's not even by Ironmouse, but because the troll decided, heck, we're going to make it so that she suffers or whatever. We're going to make this funny. At least in their mind it's funny. It is now a part, officially through Spotify, is a part of her discography. And the reason why it was originally taken down was someone fake copyright struck the song Cry For Me in order to steal streams via re-upload, which is this person here. This person even called Flagged, I believe that's their actual name. I think I've shown it before. And they have gone and, of course, Shiro Beats removed it, had it removed originally, but it's back up as we can see here. It is sickening to see this type of stuff happen. And this person says here, DistroKid sucks ass. It's pathetic that these people are doing a mousy Spotify, but even more pathetic that it's so painless to upload the most abhorrent S imaginable to someone's page just by tagging them as a feature. And also, the big thing here is, this is, I don't know if this person's verified or not, but it becomes a big issue in general that someone can add something to a discography of someone else, like I mentioned here, even though they aren't a part of anything. Out of the loop, what's going on? Basically, Spotify is done by making it anyone can upload anything and say it features someone famous. That famous person then will have the song said to be featured on their page. One person at least seems to only have been this one, as it always the same song in those posts. Made the song you see in the picture, and it said featured Ironmouse, so fans show the song, which I remember correctly. It's full of slurs and explicit stuff. They deleted one of the Ironmouse songs for no reason. Spotify has been like this for years. Nothing has ever been changed, and nothing ever will be changed. Doesn't matter who complains. You just have to live with it and don't give the songs any attention, as that's what they want. It's a problem with DistroKid. It happens to many bigger artists. I feel the only way to get this solved is to sign to a label, which isn't optimal, especially not for Ironmouse. It's not optimal for Ironmouse at all. Let's be honest, her reaction was out of pocket. I would react this way too. Like, I'm just showing you even the negative ones that people didn't like. This person says that her reaction was out of pocket. No, she's taking the legal route. She's talking to all of her representatives. She's talking to everyone that she knows. She's making sure that this is all handled properly. This is not an overreaction on her part. And this is not something that I would take lying down either. Because this, the views and everything like that eventually do work for her business. It does work for the expansion of, not necessarily clout, but expansion of the knowing of her. And it can get new fans. If people that are looking for Ironmouse and maybe are on the fence about whether being her fan or not, see something like this and see the using her voice to say slurs and very explicit stuff, they're going to think that this was an actual collaboration between her and someone else. They're going to think that she is endorsing this type of stuff, which she is not, which is why she went online and mentioned, and she also went on stream to say, which I showed previously. She previously went on stream. I showed it in another video that I did about the taking down of the original Cry For Me. Didn't mention this part that much. That she is working with her legal team. She's working with Shiro Beats. She's working with other people that she is in touch with to try to get everything handled. She mentions that she doesn't want fans to harass anybody involved, even the person that's doing this. And she doesn't want anybody else to worry about it. She is handling it the best way that she can, and she is handling it as completely as she can. Which is the best we can do right now, is just wait for her to finish handling it. Hopefully Spotify removes this one again and does the right thing and brings back Cry For Me, which is the official one from Ironmouse. It's really weird how these things keep happening and how these things have happened overall for Ironmouse. She's a very sweet person. Doesn't deserve this kind of stuff. Just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update on the whole situation. Zentreya is a female English language VTuber who debuted in 2017. She uses TTS to do her things. As I had shown in a previous video, she is someone who is well known in the VR chat space. She has been in VR chat since the beginning. That is where she got started. She was mute back then. She was streaming on Twitch, I believe, while doing VR chat in her original dragon model, the original model that she had, the soldier type model, and she was mute at the beginning. Then she started using TTS. Her TTS has advanced a lot thanks now to Bittles recently, helping her out, making it much better. She has, as right recently had put out, as I mentioned, I put out a recent video on this. She had an impersonator. It says here, just a heads up, there are a lot of impersonators. Know that I do not play any games outside of stream. Only a select few, even then that is rare. Someone is impersonating me on VRC, someone going by Zentreya TTV on there, and some other games. Those are not me. Most of the time, you'll see my name on stream, and as is, and nothing else. Stay safe. So it'll be Zentreya. If it is on VRC, it'll be on Zentreya. She will be in her own instance. She will be in her own world. If she ever goes to a public world, it will be with the geckos, more than likely. It'll be with the members / community that she has, and she will not be, going and joining random instances, unless it's like one of those things where it's like, going to random VR chat instances, one of those videos. I don't think she's ever done one of those before. I mean, like, after she was, her original self. After the original stuff that was done, maybe I think it was like, what, 8 years ago or more, the last time she did anything like that, I do believe. It was a while back. So, we do have the reason why she was able to figure this out. This person here, Tristan, said, I bumped into Zentreya in VR chat. This person in VR chat legitimately thought this was Zentreya. Legitimately thought that they were meeting Zentreya. So that is the main thing. It says most of the sound is going to be muted, so you're not going to be able to hear the actual interactions going on. But this person was happy, legitimately happy that this happened, and this is why I think Zentreya found out that this was happening. Let's take a look real quick, and let's go through this.
And there we go. You're free to go. Oh, you're already part of the group. Okay.
Other people adding in here. And these are just, people popping in when you have an instance or you have a bar, you have whatever in VR chat. VR chat, for those people who don't know, is, as you can see here, someone can use VR to create, in the VR chat, they create their own models. A lot of times have people create them for them. There are free to use models as well that will move with your VR instance, whether you just have a VR headset on or if you have the full motion tracking. It will depend on what you get, but you can move it with VR and without VR. You can do VR chat desktop, which is just you using the, WASD and moving around and things like that, or just clicking or whatever, moving yourself around there. But it is a place where you can interact with people from around the world in a virtual space. For a lot of people, it's a safe place for them to hang out, let themselves be inside their communities and things like that, which is unfortunate that someone is trying to impersonate a respected member of the community, like Zentreya. Let's continue. I'm quiet whenever I get close to Zentreya, but do note that I'm freaking the F out. So yeah, this person is using a Zentreya model, or at least a model to appear like Zentreya, as you can see there. Very much a dragon design, and people are... It's a small space. It looks like it's a small instance, a VR chat instance, so it is not like you... Normally, if she was there, you'd have probably everyone trying to crowd around her, as people tend to do when they think someone big is there. This person, as you can see there, has Zentreya TTV. Couple of people are talking about it. This person here, Tristan, is saying, they're freaking out because it's, according to them, Zentreya. This is evil, in my opinion, because this person's doing it probably for attention. The person's doing Zentreya TTV, but you have duped people who genuinely love the character, genuinely love the person, the VTuber, the person behind Zentreya, are very happy to be there. You have betrayed their expectations. You have betrayed their emotions. You are being manipulative. That is a bad thing. No matter, I think everyone can agree at this point. That is a horrible thing to do. But this is how... Let's continue on and see what happens next. Then he goes on, and this is the way that you can search and find out who is part of the instance, part of the lobby, the server, whatever you want to call it, that you are on. You can go into the menu. They go into the menu here and look at social and shows people who are in this instance. If they don't have themselves as private or whatever, you can usually a lot of times see it. It looks like there, she is there, checking her profile out of disbelief. And there you go, Zentreya TTV. They do have that Cyber Dragon Overlord VTuber. So they have that there. 720p is the highest, I was just double checking. And yeah, Tristan there. And you have other people like Korea and others that were there. And were probably very happy that Zentreya was nearby. Again, I will repeat. This is messed up on many reasons because they could use this to also actively manipulate people for money. Say, hey, I can join your instance for this amount of money, or hey, I can host something for you for this amount of money, or hey, will you buy me a server for this amount of money? My funds are low or whatever, or will you get me this outfit or this thing here or that thing there, or donate to this if you want to donate to me, something that is not tied to Zentreya. It can be used to get money. It can be used to emotionally manipulate someone, to try to get someone into a relationship too. There are many, many negative ways that people can go about doing this type of stuff. And there you go. Cybernetic punk that only rocks. I came from the future. I have downloaded all the necessary data needed to deal with you all. Streams are usually at 10 a.m. CST. Lots of memeing and craziness involved in these the streams, so please be aware I may get hectic. So, my guess is here, what they did, which is a simple thing to do if you really want to impersonate somebody, is go to, whether it be their YouTube or their Twitch, look at their bio, copy the things out of their bio, copy the, the profile picture, copy a banner or get a banner made or whatever, and be there. And, this is really messed up overall. And there you go, she changed her form. That's showing her form there. So yeah, they're going through, and battle dancing for Zen. Again, people, like I said, the person is like just happy. This is really messed up. It is really messed up because this individual here is very happy that they're around Zen. They're dancing to, kind of just entertain a little bit, to do that because they're a true fan of Zen. And they're staying away, far enough away, because they don't want to interfere. That boils my blood. That honestly boils my blood. Because the person may be laughing, maybe finding it funny, maybe doing it for a joke, or like I said before, to manipulate into getting money. We don't really know. I am glad that someone let Zen know, because this was done 3 days ago. The thing that mentioned about Zentreya here was done the day before I mentioned it, which I believe was going to be 2 days ago or so. So it was a bit ago that she found out. She found out maybe a day after this happened, because someone let them know, hey Zen, someone is impersonating you. Someone found this video, because video has over 4.1k views as of right now. And yeah, this person is just, going out, talking about it.
And I gave her an avatar. I offered an avatar to her. She was trying to find another one. She took mine out of the other one that was being offered to her at the same time.
And there you go. That's the grift there. That is absolutely the grift there. They know that Zentreya has fans. They know that people will be doing this. And they got somebody to do it already. That, like I said, that really boils my blood. Because I do not like seeing people manipulated. I do not like having those type of people in the community. Those people don't deserve to be a part of the community, but they probably weren't part of the community to begin with. What I mean by that is that this was most likely done for that intent, like I mentioned before. This was not done to be a part of the community. This was not done for anything other than manipulating and taking from others. And I hate that this happened at all.
No sitting on the tables, please. No!
And there you go. So I'm not going to play this too much more, but yeah. It's just, again, this is a shame that someone did this. It's deplorable that someone did this. Yes, you could say there are no actual victims, but there are, in the fact that people actually thought this was Zentreya. You could be like, oh, well, you should know. But here's the thing. Zentreya TTV doesn't sound weird. I've been on Phasmophobia. I've been on Marvel Rivals and other places that have other people on there that are an internet thing. And you have TTV to show Twitch TV. That's usually what TTV has, or VT for VTuber. They'll have that on there. It makes sense for Zentreya to have that on there if she's on there, at least for most people. It would be a logical thing to have. And this is why it is very sad that she even had to make this type of thing, because she knows there are geckos out there who would see that and just be happy to be around her. She needed to make sure that people don't get hurt. She needed to make sure that people don't get manipulated, that people don't get taken for a ride in her community, because she loves and cares for each and every one of them, because she doesn't want bad people in the community. She's always made sure to remove the bad ones out of her community and keep the good ones in, and being a good one herself. Nianyan is a female English-speaking VTuber, or who debuted in April 2022. She debuted in that month as, you know, a tiny VTuber, but very, very cute design, as you can see here. This is the only design we are able to see here. So we're going to move on to what they have right now. An important announcement. Thank you very much for your continued support of Nianyan. Forget to inform you that Nianyan will be graduating on January 31st, 2026. Hope that you can look forward to me and look over me until the very end. Let's take a look at what it says here. Let me get it for you in a other image here. And of course, increase it as much as I can. Zoom in 500%. There we go. Thank you very much for your continued support of Nianyan. Forget to inform you that I'll be graduating on January 31st, 2026 PST, Pacific Standard Time. Past 4 years marked by a transformative re-debut, and the joy of reaching so many people have been the defining chapters of my life. Your encouragement has been the steady heartbeat behind my growth. However, a path paved with such dedication often requires one to look inward. After profound reflection on my life's trajectory, I have chosen to step toward a new opportunity and a life lived for my own heart. I have held this decision close for several months, working alongside Ankos to ensure a graceful departure over the year's end. Thank you for every moment you shared with me. I pray that your days remain bright and that the memory of our time together remains a fond one. I hope you will stay by my side as I complete these final steps of my journey. And the reactions down here says, regarding services, memberships, and exclusive memberships, content February 1st, and a merchandise sale January 26th. Live streams and uploaded content February 1st. Some may remain public. HP January 10th. So it says, I have no plans to collaborate for the rest of the month, as I'm left with very little time. I would like to spend the time with my community. Thank you for anyone who has inquired. Ariel Yuriko says, girl, have a good rest, but if you ever decide to come back, I will be here. Hope I'll stay here. Hope I will still be here. Thank you, Ariel. I know a lot has happened over the course of your activities, and it must be tiring for you at times too. But you have always been so positive and enjoyed your energy so much. I will always be supporting you in my own way. Please take care of yourself too. Another person here says, it was in Japanese originally. It says, every day I was healed by the post-Anyan's adorable appearance, and knowing just how much you're working so hard at all of these things makes it all the more heartbreaking. Thank you for connecting with me, for meeting me. I'm praying that Anyan's life was, from here on out, become something full of joy. Stay true to yourself, Anyan-chan, right up until the end. I'm cheering you on. Thank you for your kind message. Every time I see you cheering me on in your own pie-like way, it always truly made me happy. I'm sorry we couldn't play together more, but I'm always thinking about you, P-chan. I'll be supporting your activities from here on out, too. A lot of people in Japanese, in Japan, in Japanese, saying, please take care. Her responding to pretty much every message that she possibly could, which is good to see. And good to see that there were a lot of people who will be missing them. Because you can touch, no matter if you're me, who's a smaller VTuber, or a larger VTuber, or someone who is, just been here for a bit, but touched a lot of hearts. You can touch a lot of hearts out there, and you can change people's lives for the better, hopefully, if that is what you want to do with your content. She will be missed, and I wish her the best moving forward. Flayon is an English language VTuber endorsed by Hololive's branch, Holostars English, which is under Hololive, which is under Cover Corporation as the parent company. They are part of Tempest, along with Gavis Battle, Banzai Haka, and Josuji Shinri. Let's take a look through their Twitter, where they had their new outfit reveal. Change of times brings a change of gear, an alternative option just in time for my anniversary. January 6th was when they did it. January 6th/7th, because 7th would be in Japan, and January 6th would have been in the Pacific time zone. Here are some looks at what people thought it was going to look like. They thought it was going to be like a Ranger, Common Rider type of thing. So yeah, they had different... Someone even did like a freaking reference sheet of everything that they were expecting. And then, had different styles, different things here. And like I've always said this. I've said this and I will say this every single time. So, have a huge tuna. That's actually kind of a funny one. I'll say this every single time. I am astounded by the type of art that people have, the type of artistry they can do in such a short amount of time, because it's just like a day or two that people have done this before it's actually shown. It is very, very nice to see all of this happen and them give a sort of new appearance to everything. Let's take a look at what he has here. This is the look from what I'm gathering here. This is his old look, and this is the new look that he's having here. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, claws. Interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Has a very 3D feel to it. Nice. It does remind you of certain people, like Code Geass, that type of thing. It does kind of give a reminder of that. Absolutely does. Very nice, very nice, very nice.
Sup? Oh, hey, it doesn't work. It probably got overloaded here. Hold on. Oi! Oh, okay, buddy. You can have both. What's up?
There you go.
You gonna be your first merch? Why?
So you do a little bit of merch stuff here.
And oh!
Diorama stand.
Oh my god.
Then we have
I think I was focusing
on
and
these
cute.
are all the things here. The valuable assets. Opie, he got an Opie mousepad. He got himself an Opie mousepad. Oh, that's hilarious. I think this is the first time I've seen a male VTuber have Opie and an Opie mousepad. This is, well, interesting, let's say the least. It is very much a Flayon thing to do. But I'm glad that Hololive has allowed this to happen, because it is peak. It is absolutely peak. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. The reason why I do this is because I want it to be a positive space for VTubing, a place where we can go to and actually promote VTubers out there, big and small, different sizes, everything out there, just to try to get some better place in the VTuber world there. Today we're talking about Bittles Bomardier, a VTuber who is a rubber-nosed mobster VTuber, kind of like in the old 1920s style, if you can take a look at that, of like 20s animation, whether it be Disney or otherwise. It's just that 20s animation. If you've seen that before, then you know what I'm talking about. So today it's like, it's me, your boss, I'm Bittles, the cutest little mobster you've ever seen. You ever did see? Why don't you stay a while and enjoy the boss does best? Enjoy what the boss does best. Entertain. Let's take a look at the entertainment there. The internet was being very strange with me. I do apologize for that little one blip there. Let's take a look at their content here as they go and do things on their channel. Let's hope that everything works properly this time. Let's get going and see what goes on here.
Now I can't look at the fucking picture with the stupid little hat on it. Oh, this is much better. I don't like Mr. Clean killing Hollow Knight. Why would he do that? Why would Mr. Clean take out the Hollow Knight? That's so rude.
It is rude.
I'm not talking to you. I'm looking at this. This is the best.
Well, that's a unique interpretation of the art there. Let's take a look at their YouTube side, where they have their edited content, their fully edited content here in videos and shorts that they're doing of different things that they have popped out there. It is at Bittles Tune. Of course, you can take a look there if you wish. Thank you so much for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.